folks. Just a little update on what this video is going to be about. It's about porting, but I didn't have any really good videos of any of it, so I just kind of threw together all the clips that I had, beginning with my first one to the last one. And in the end, you can see the final port and the painted head and everything. And I think I mistakenly said that the large valve was the exhaust. It's not, it's the intake, the small valve hole. That is the exhaust one. And the large is the intake. Yeah, here we go. I just wanted to show the difference before and after I did some mild porting. This is before, and that one is after. Let me see if I can get some light. Yeah, I didn't shade the EGR down all the way, but I did open up the whole chamber and made some better passages. And so I've been working on this one right here, the second one. And that's before. This is what I'm still working on. This is one I kind of finished, at least on this side right here. Shed the EGR hump most of the way down, opened up the entire inside of the ports. And there's some real thick meat right here, sticking way out. And some right here sticking way out that I had to take off. There's actually quite a bit. Let me see if I can put this light in here, if you can see it or not. See how it cuts out right here? It's really thick right here, big lump inside there. I guess you'd have to feel it because you can't really see it, but it's like that deep right there. You can see the tip of my finger. Well, you can't see it, but the part's cut off, comes way up. Big lump sticks out right there on both sides. Took both of these out, opened up the entire port a little bit, and made it more smooth where it flows together instead of having sharp ridges. And took out the top parts of the EGR valve. There's a hair inside there. That's interesting. Probably a beard hair of mine. A little fuzzy there. And that's the one I'm still working on. That's the one I kind of finished. They look a little rough. They're not polished or anything, but they don't need to be. So, but that's where I'm sitting at. So I'll show you. Hopefully this isn't too fuzzy with the picture. It's just that I can't hold my hands very still, and it's really close up. I don't know, it just doesn't want to focus inside that hole very well for some reason. But anyways, this is one that I only cleaned out the inside with a wire brush on the end of my Dremel, and I haven't actually ground anything yet. There's two things, main things, or actually like 4 or 5, but there's a big lump right here. You see how it comes out from the back and comes up. That's got to be ground down smooth. And over here, this has the same things as that hump that I was talking about before, right there. It's got to be ground down. And then there is a shelf right here from this EGR hump. That's got to be ground down smooth. And then there is a big hump. I can't really see very well, but right there. A shelf right there needs to be ground down smooth, so you get even airflow through these. Now, all I see is a shadow. I'm trying to redirect my light into this valve here. Don't know how much that's going to help, but you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. The shelf is gone. It's just smooth straight down. And there's a nice channel on either side. It needs to have been ground down so that they're smooth and come out. Well, there's still some meat on this one, I suppose. They ain't gonna be perfect because I'm not gonna spend multiple days in here grinding on this thing. I've already been out here for a couple hours and only got 3 ports done. But yeah, the shelf here is gone. It's just a smooth, straight, well, it ain't exactly smooth, but you know, the shelf is gone anyways. And so that creates a lot more airflow. I haven't done the ports yet, but that's where we're sitting at right now. About to do the last one on this head, and then I'll do the ports, the intake and exhaust ports on the inside, and I'll show you what I do with those as well. Alright, that's the last one that I just did. And that's this head. So all 4 of these have been done. And now I'm going to flip it over and take a look at the valve side. Alright, let's see. This is the valve side, exhaust, intake, and what I'm going to try to do, hopefully you'll be able to see, is like right here, what I want to do is smooth all this. You can't really see crud, I guess, especially when we keep getting in the way. Make this narrower towards the hole and smooth these off so that they run better this way, right out the exhaust hole. So with both of these, the intake and the exhaust one good the same way. Or I may be doing that backwards, heck, I don't know. Intake, exhaust, whatever they are. But the point is, I gotta smooth those off, and I'll show you the after. Alright, there's the head, using engine enamel with ceramic. I still got to do a second coat. It's going to have to dry. It's only like 55, 60 degrees out here, so it's not actually really warm enough to be doing this, but it'll work. I do have some runs. Came down when I was spraying this to get up underneath there, but that's easy enough to get off or out the head. So I'll just take a razor blade and scrape that off once it dries. I think it'll be easier to scrape it off than try to sand on the head. I'd really rather not do that. Take a razor blade, scrape that off. That should be fine. but it's really coming along, I tell you. We are getting there. Heads are all ported. I don't know, you probably can't even see down in there. But yeah, like there, and in here I ported it around on the, could have took a lot more off than what I did, but I didn't want to go too far, so I made my little areas for the airflow and made it so it flows smooth, and still the small stoppers, but way better than it was. A lot more airflow.